So this lecture is about decision making statements in C language. So let's see the introduction. The decision making statements are basically used when we have to take decision between one or more than one alternatives. So basically in programming, decision making allow the code to make decisions and execute different blocks of code based upon the conditions. C language support various decision making structures for controlling the flow of program. These structures include simple if statement, if-else statement, nested if-else statement, else-if ladder, and switch statements. All these 5 structures are used in different conditions. Now let us discuss all these 5 structures one by one. So first we will discuss the simple if statement. The syntax of the if statement is if, then write the condition in the parentheses, then whatever the code that you want to execute when this condition is true, just write that code in the curly braces just after the if statement. Let's see the example how it works. Suppose we are given a variable, we have taken a variable int age is equal to 18. Now we have applied the condition if age is greater than or equal to 18, then printf you are eligible to vote. Now let's see, the condition is if age is greater than 18 and we have taken the variable age as 18. So this condition is true, therefore the statement will be executed, so output will be you are eligible to vote. Next is the if-else statement. Here we have 2 alternatives, that is if the condition is true, then one type of code will be executed, otherwise second type of code will be executed. So we use the 2 blocks, one in the if condition, use curly braces just after the if, then condition, then use the curly bracket, and then second block is after the else statement. So 2 different blocks we have, and one of these blocks will be executed. That is, if the condition is true, then the first block will be executed, and if the condition is false, then the second block will be executed. Now let's see the example. Suppose we have taken a variable age is equal to 16. Now we have taken the condition if age is greater than or equal to 18, then printf you are eligible to vote, and else in second block we have written printf you are not eligible to vote. So as per this program we have taken age is equal to 16, so the first condition in the if is false, therefore the second block of the code. The next is nested if-else statement. The nested if-else statement means one if-else is nested under the other if-else statement. The syntax will be, there will be one if-else statement which will be completely inside the other if-else statement. So this is basically used when we have to check more conditions under one condition. Let us see the example, it will be clear from the example. Suppose we have taken a number, num is equal to 10. Now we have used the first if statement if num is greater than 0, and under this if statement we want to further check if num is also divided by 2. To check whether the number is divided by 2 or not, we use the modulus operator, that is num modulus 2 double equal to 0. If both these conditions are true, then the system will print the positive even number. Now if the first condition is true but the second condition is false, that is number is not divisible by 2, then it will just print the negative number. Okay, it is. But now if we see, we have taken the number 10. The number 10, the first condition is true, that is n is positive. Further second condition is also true, and modulus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore it will print that it is a positive even number, because both the conditions are true, so the nested if will be executed. Now the next is the else-if ladder. The else-if ladder is basically used when we have a number of options. We have to select from a number of options. We have multiple if statements. So instead of using multiple if statement, we use the else-if ladder. The syntax will be First, if condition 1, if it is true, then some code will be executed. Then we use else if. Okay, not only else, it is else if the condition true. And in the last we use the else. This last else is of the first if condition. If all the conditions in between the if and all else are false, then the last else will be executed. Now let's see how the examples. Now this example shows to print a grade when we are given the marks. Suppose we are given the marks is equal to 85. Now we are using the else if letter. If marks is greater than equal to 90, then the system will print grade A. Else if marks is greater than 75, the system will print B. Else the system will print C. Now we have taken the marks as 85, though the output will be grade B. Now the last is switch statement. Actually the switch statement is alternate to the else if letter. Instead of using multiple else if, we use the switch case. So the syntax is, in switch we write some expression that we want to evaluate or some condition that we want to check, and then we put different cases. That is, the result of the expression is if value 1, then first case will be executed, and if the result of the expression is value 2, then second case will be executed. If the result of the expression is 3, then third case will be executed. Otherwise in the last we use the default. Otherwise default code will be executed. The syntax is very important. The syntax is in switch. After switch we use the parenthesis and write the expression that we want to evaluate, and then we write case, then the value 1 and followed by colon. Okay, this value 1 is the result of that expression. If the expression results value 1, then this code is executed. And after every case, at the end of every case, we use a break statement, because if we will not use a break statement, then the system will check each case. Otherwise, whatever the case is executed, the system will stop execution. It will just give the answers. Now let us see the examples of these switch case statements. The example is, suppose we have taken an integer day is equal to 3. This switch case statement will check switch to the day, the value of the day. If the value of the day is 1, system will print Monday. If the value is 2, then it will print Tuesday. If value is 3, it will print Wednesday, and so on. And if nothing, if the number is invalid, means if we have entered a number which is not in present any of the case, then it will print invalid day. So in our case we have entered on day is 3, so it will print the Wednesday. So the main points to remember are: if is used for a single condition, if else is an alternate when condition is false. Nested if statement allow complex decision making when we have to use another if else in one if else, multiple if else, and else if letter handles multiple conditions, whereas switch is useful when there are multiple conditions but we don't want to use